What's been the response to Tuesday's defeat in training?
Yeah, it's been really good. The lads who started the game and played the majority of the minutes obviously didn't train Wednesday, Thursday, but we were back on the grass today. But the lads who didn't start the game had a really good session on Thursday, and then obviously we had a good session again today. And we had a meeting on Thursday morning, obviously debriefing the game and going through kind of where we can be better. And it's been a real positive response, and some real sort of honest conversations, and people taking a lot of accountability and stuff. So we're really looking forward to tomorrow, to be honest.
In a defeat like that, at home, probably a game that you should have gone on to maybe get the 3 points. Is it one of those where, like, in the dressing room after, the players already know what's happened? You already can't, like you already just said, taking accountability of yourselves.
It's tough, yeah, because obviously, like you say, we want to be winning them types of games, and feel like we should have won the game, to be honest. Never mind coming away with nothing. So obviously, when you're sat there and you're kind of reflecting immediately after the game, it's hard to put your finger on why, and all you can do is really look at your own personal sort of display and sort of question if you did enough yourself. And obviously, I think that between the lads, we're all honest lads, and we've all done that. And I think going forward, that'll only help with looking at what we can do better in them types of games. And I think that's definitely been the case after that game.
You've shown already, the defeat against Chesterfield. You bounced back four games unbeaten, so you can bounce back pretty well. And is it just a case of going again?
It is, yeah. It sounds really cliche, but obviously you just got to take it a game at a time, and you've just got to try and bounce back. Obviously we don't want to be sat here talking about having to bounce back, because obviously we want to win every game, and we want to try and be as in control of things as we can be. But for whatever reason, we're sat here on the back of another defeat, and all we can do is try and make sure we bounce back and it doesn't turn into two. But like every game, we'll obviously try and win every game, and we've got a group that's more than capable to do that. So we're looking forward to tomorrow, to be honest. We just want to put things right.
What's Grant's key message been to you all as a group, after Tuesday night ahead of tomorrow?
I think it's just being a bit more ruthless, and a bit more sort of having a bit more quality in front of goal. I think a lot of the build-up play has been really good, and generally sort of defensively we've been solid, and we've been getting the ball forward and into the attacking areas where we want the ball quite well. But it's just been sort of lacking that final little bit of quality. And that little bit of sort of decision making, or whether it's whatever it is, there's a million different factors into it. So obviously the key message has been sort of just, can we refine that, and can we be a little bit more ruthless and a bit more a bit more demanding of each other within the attacking areas, and obviously score more goals, and then because of that we'll win more matches.
He said to us earlier, Grant, that he was kind of taking you all through different clips on Wednesday night from the Championship. I think you mentioned the Sunderland game. I think last goal for Middlesbrough. How is that as players going to give you that different perception of being like ruthless like that?
It's good, because obviously that's where ultimately as a player you aspire to be. You aspire to play at the higher levels, and the lads in the Championship obviously are there for a reason, and they've got great quality, and they're obviously top players. So when you watch them and you take little bits from them, it helps you a lot, and obviously you can see sort of how they conduct themselves in the final third, and it does help a lot. And obviously it's something that we need to try and replicate and get into our game, and then obviously off the back of that we'll only get benefits from that, and being more sort of ruthless and scoring more goals.
Yorkshire Derby on tomorrow. And it's a perfect game to respond, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a really good one. Obviously, it's an ideal opportunity to go there, and obviously there'll be a good turnout, I'd imagine, and I'm sure we'll bring good numbers again, as we always do. And the atmosphere will be great, and obviously the lads are all well prepped, and it'll be a good game. Obviously, Bradford are a good side, but we'll go there with nothing but confidence in myself and just determination to bounce back. And I think everyone's really, really looking forward to the challenge, to be honest.
especially when you're going away to a team like Bradford, kind of big ground and have a big support. You sometimes think, what would it be like to see those away fans celebrating a big victory after 90 minutes?
Yeah, well, obviously in my experiences at Bradford haven't been great so far, but I think I've only played there twice or three times. So obviously there's plenty of time to turn that around. But like you say, obviously it means a lot for the fans to go to these types of places and win. Obviously you've seen the sort of stuff at Grimsby. It was great to be part of. So hopefully if we can replicate a performance like that and obviously the fans can enjoy it on the back of it. But for us it's all about sort of getting down to business and trying to do the business on the pitch really.
And final one from me, Owen, as a player, is there kind of like a little bit of an edge to it, in training, approaching derby games?
I'd say it's more sort of from within ourselves because of the last game, to be honest. I think, there's always a high standards and there's always a lot sort of demanded of us and demanded amongst the group. But I think especially after a loss, we're so eager to make sure that we bounce back and we do things properly and we sort of react in the best way that, there's always going to be that added little sort of, I don't really know what the word is for it, a bit of bite in amongst it. And, obviously what's coming when you go to these games. But we never really shirk a challenge. We're not the type of team who's soft, so we'll go there and obviously we'll be up for it, anything that comes our way, and we'll stand up to it, and we're really looking forward to it, to be honest.